lady sitting there, when I think about mobile advertising, she should be thinking, oh, these are the guys who send me those SMS in the night, middle of the night, selling me those products. So today it's revenge time for me. Is that mobile advertising, or is there something else? So what I'm trying to do is trying to dispense the various myths, hype, and realities about mobile advertising. What is happening with mobile advertising at different parts of the world, in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, in South Africa, in Kenya. Also today what I'm going to do is present first of its kind research which we have done with partnership with ComScore to let people know what exactly the consumers, as in the end people, think about mobile advertising. What are their views about, because any form of advertising, be it TV, newspaper, print, magazine, the end consumers will basically consume that. So what they have to say about mobile advertising. I'll touch a little bit about how to cultivate the mobile revolution, and specifically interest for the tech community. What about apps, mobile apps in general, and mobile apps in Africa? Okay. So next question: who are we? You must have heard about InMobi, but what exactly do we do? So just to give a simple example, we all have been reading newspapers, Nation, stuff like that, and all of us must have seen that all the advertisers, right, from say Pizza Inn to let's take a simple pizza example. Pizza person who sells pizzas. So a Dobinaire or a Pizza Inn, they all do advertising. It comes in a page in a Nation, and you have a quarter page ad which we all see. And I don't know if you guys know, but you have to pay a couple of thousand shillings to just get a one-page ad to show one day. Now imagine, instead of your ad coming on one day, as it happens in the traditional media, suppose your ad keeps coming every day. Wow, a pizza seller, retailer would be very happy if my ads keep coming every day. Now what if instead of my ad coming every day, I pay the TV, as in the publisher, the Nation, only when somebody walks to my store. That I show an ad, when someone walks to buy pizza, I pay the Nation. That would be even great. Best would be that I pay the Nation only when somebody goes and buys my pizza. So imagine your advertising is so focused, so targeted that every time someone walks into the store, takes the pizza, I could pay to the publication, the medium, which is either TV or newspaper. And Google actually, to be honest, has really pioneered this whole concept of web advertising, where they could place ads on various publishers, be it in-house property like the Gmails, or where they do search, or you can do it through AdSense across other publishers. Google has really pioneered that. What we do as a company is we do it on the mobile phone, which means, in simple terms, if you are browsing internet on the mobile phone, we have that platform, that technological capacity to place ads on those publishers. Why it becomes more complex is we have hundreds of handsets from different manufacturers, different size, different banners. The real estate keeps on changing. There are different operators, because you have Zion, you have a Safaricom, you have a U, and you're just talking about Kenya. Imagine I'm talking about so many different operators, so many different markets, so many different countries. So that's what our value add is. In simple terms, we are a mobile ad network, and it's like a Google on the mobile phone. If people browse internet on the mobile phone, we have that technological platform to place ads like banner ads or text ads. So when did we start? We started like a company, many entrepreneurs here, sometime in 2007. Our business model was entirely different. And in 2008 is when we moved into this. Today we are a 150 plus odd company. We have offices right from San Francisco, New York, till Japan, Tokyo. So we pretty much cover the whole world. In Africa, we have an office in Joburg. That's where I've been working for the last 2 years. We have, as I said, 150 plus employees. 100 of them are based out of Bangalore, and our sales offices across the globe. Okay, so what about our reach? We serve today 21.2 billion ad impressions a month across 115 countries, which means there are 21 billion times in a month spaces available for people to advertise on the mobile phone. In Africa, we touch almost 46 million people across the continent. And in terms of ad impressions, if you see, it's fine print, but around 900 we do in South Africa, 235 million ad impressions in Kenya, around 100 odd million in Nigeria, and overall on the continent we serve around 2.6 billion ad impressions. And pretty much it is the largest compared to our competitors. The competitors in this space are AdMob, which was acquired by Google, the company like Bus City, Quattro, again acquired by Apple. It's a very hot topic, but on the continent we are much, much bigger than AdMob. Who's the next best competitor here? Okay, so enough publicity about yourself, Ankit. Let's go to what I'm here to talk about. Okay, how can I not talk about our partners here? We work like from Nokia's Vivox to even Google, and we also work with Google in India. We help them promote their own Google apps. On the continent, to be honest, we have worked mostly in South Africa with digital agencies. There are agencies like MobiClicks, Yonder Media, Cow Africa, to the traditional agencies, the likes of GroupM, Mindshare, Ogilvy, to a lot of mobile content aggregators. So content is very hot on Africa. There are a lot of companies who are selling ringtones, wallpapers, and consumers are really hungry for them. So we really do a lot of work. We have executed campaigns for Vodacom, Standard Bank, Ackermans, who recently held Champions League, which was happening in Joburg. So we have worked pretty much with a lot of folks. In Kenya, we work with Mobile Sawa. Mobile Sawa is one of the largest content seller, people who sell a lot of ringtones, wallpapers. We have executed some campaigns, but they were all executed from South Africa for some of the brands like Vodacom. Vodacom has its own mobile social property called The Grid. I don't know if you know Mixit, which is very popular in South Africa. They are trying to, it's just something similar doing today in East Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda, where they're trying to do. So we have done some part in Kenya, but mostly in South Africa. And one of the reasons I'm here is really to now grow this market, because outside South Africa, if you see the total number of impressions on a network is from Kenya. It's a huge market, and the last 1 week I've met a lot of agencies, a lot of people. People are really itchy to do something on the mobile phone. So that's why I'm here. Okay, so this slide basically, if you see, just presents about the reach of mobile phone. If you see, it's like around more than 4 billion people today have a mobile phone versus around 1.5 billion TV and just 480 million newspapers. So if you see, the reach of this medium is unprecedented. Everybody knows about this, that mobile is changing lives of people around the world, and more so in South Africa. And the classic example here is M-Pesa. We all know about M-Pesa. In fact, I was last week at a conference in South Africa called Mobile of Africa, and people shared stats that 25% of the Kenyan GDP is on M-Pesa. Right from the paupers, to people who drive cars, to very senior people have an M-Pesa account, they get their salaries on M-Pesa, and it's phenomenal, which I think a lot of folks around the world are trying to copy. Like Vodacom has now launched M-Pesa in South Africa. We are trying to do something similar in India, banking the unbanked. So the potential of mobile is humongous. Micro payments is classic example. A lot of work is happening on mobile plus TV. So MTN with DSTV is trying to launch mobile TV in Nigeria. I think there's similar service here, but they're very big in Nigeria. A lot of health initiatives, education initiatives. Another NGO I met recently was Frontline SMS, where they send SMS at a very cheap rate, very affordable rate, and they're trying to educate about health initiatives, education initiatives. So it's the reach, as I was saying, of mobile phone is phenomenal. Great. Other things which you have to look about mobile is, which any advertising or marketer guy would want to do, is engagement. And you can do a lot of user engagement with the mobile phone. You can get feedbacks, you can receive feedbacks. This is an amazing tool. Second thing is, look about the performance of it. You can really measure. I don't know if any guys are in advertising, but there's always been a joke in advertising that 50% of my marketing budget goes waste. I don't know which 50%. Because there has been no control on how to measure your performance, how many impressions you are getting, how many clicks, because the two channels have always been disconnected. I advertise on the newspaper about my pizza, but somebody else goes and buys. The two channels are completely disconnected. I exactly doesn't know where my money is being spent, where is the mullah being spent. So a mobile has that capability. Internet has that capability. Mobile, because of reach, also has this capability. So you have reach, you have user engagement, you have performance measurement. Wow, these are some of the aspects which every advertiser, every marketer wants to do.